This chicken door has had a year of operation and has recently failed. And I believe the reason is that little photo eye is not detecting anymore. And it's like there's a deflect actually in the plastic. So we're gonna, I found this photo eye on some junk parts. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get that to work. So I found the wires that connect to the photo eye here and strip back the wires. And I've got these really cool solderless, or well, they are soldered connectors, but they work off of a heat gun. And I really like these things. They're super handy and they're waterproof. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that set up on there, and then we'll hit it with the heat gun. All right, I did a test with the solar sensor thing and hooked the wires up, and it didn't work at first. And I think it's because one of these delays was tripped. So after watching some videos for about 30 minutes trying to figure out what other chicken door I wanted to order, it started working. So I'm going to go ahead and try to set this thing up and see if I can get it to work for a while until I can get a new door. So I got my heat gun ready. That's all there is to it. No fuss, no muss. And we have a waterproof connection, and it's soldered together, so I really like those. All right, now we're gonna put this chicken door back together and make sure everything's working correctly. All right, so apparently that's the close mode. And it seems like it keeps running and then it slows down at this last little step here and keeps running slowly, 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 slowly until it meets some kind of resistance. And then it stops, but I don't know. I know eventually it does stop. There it is. Okay, so that's the fully closed position. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount that on the door. With the door closed, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit to get some of the grit out of there and maybe put a dry lubricant on it and then mount the chicken door. Okay, so I mounted the chicken door back on the opening there, and then I use this poster board stuff, like sign board, and put it up against here so it's got kind of a slick surface in case it rubs on there. And that seems to really help with the operation of the door to keep it from snagging up. And I secured the wires up out of the way, and then I've got rabbits in here too, so I had to make sure that I kept everything up so that I don't get rabbit urine or anything going down into the electrical components. And then secured the wires up here so that the birds aren't peeling them off. Yeah, I know. So it seems like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I mounted the light sensor up here. Now if I cover this up, it's not going to close the door because I've got it set for a 60-minute delay because I know, buddy, because I have ducks, and my ducks are always the last ones in the chicken coop. They seem to wait till the very last minute and don't manage to get back in here. So hopefully this will be foolproof, and I'll have my chicken door operating the way it's supposed to. So, all right, ladies, have a good night. This chicken door I got from a friend for a temporary while I was fixing the other door, because he's got turkeys and said it was too small for his turkeys to go through. But this is just a cheapo piece of plastic with plastic gears and plastic frame, and it's just literally as cheap as you could possibly be. It failed about half of the time to operate. Runs on batteries. The only thing I did like about it is it's got a switch that you can flip to physically operate the door. And it'd be nice to have that option on the other one, just to have a, you know, a close or an open button, because it's a pain in the butt if you have the light delay. See, it doesn't even close, even just with a little bit of friction on there. It's just crazy. Now, there may be another use for this that I figure out at some point in the future for, I don't know, maybe an automatic feeder or something. Open this up to a feed area. But for right now, it's gonna just go on a shelf someplace till I figure out what to do with it. It is possible that I could have borrowed the light sensor off of this, wherever it is, and put on the other one. But I don't know. This thing is so cheaply built. I don't even trust any of it. But anyway, so good luck with the chicken door. My advice to you is buy a good one to start with and don't fool around with this junk.